What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've done a video, possibly about 4 weeks. Trying to be kind of quiet because my kid's bedroom is directly above me and they're sleeping, and that kind of explains why it's been a while since I've done a video. It is really hard to parent, work full-time, especially with a wife that works full-time, and knock out projects like this, in my garage. The big thing is I was waiting on some money to come in. That way I could start ordering the parts that it took to do the swap. The good news is that money has come in. I am talking to Auto World Conversions, who does Cummins swap parts. They're hopefully tomorrow I will have ordered the engine mounts and the bracket for the AC compressor and the alternator. That way I can run the GM AC compressor kind of in factory location and a GM alternator instead of having to do a regulator on a Cummins one, which is kind of an issue that a lot of people have with it. Instead I can run the GM one, all the stuff in the truck will be happy. So that stuff should hopefully be coming in soon. I do have a vacation coming up, so this project won't probably start kicking off until about sometime around January 10th. The plan right now and what I've been working on, and I haven't been videoing it because I'm worried, no one really wants to watch me clean my garage. My garage was a mess. Everybody saw it in the background. There was stuff everywhere. So what I'm going to show you is what I've been doing to try to correct that. That way I can bring the truck home, we can walk around the truck easily and make the swap as easy as possible. I don't want to be tripping over stuff. I don't want to be looking for tools because the garage was so messy. Every time I set something down, it was gone until I cleaned it. And I've corrected a lot of that with different storage solutions. So let me walk around real quick. I'll show you kind of what I've done. And you can tell that I've cleaned it up a lot. There's still some stuff out that I'm still working on organizing, but it's definitely helped a lot. But mainly what I've done is over here, I've added in 2 more of these big shelves. And this let me organize a bunch of stuff that, kids stuff that can kind of go up there that I don't use often. A bunch of my mechanical stuff, cleaning supplies, tools that I don't have a home for in my small toolbox. This shelf is mostly stuff like back here in these bags is going to get thrown away. I want to try to focus this shelf and this shelf over here for holding different engine parts that I need for the swap. Down there is all my paint supplies. I have some paint guns, all my sandpaper and stuff, body hammers, sanding blocks, leftover paint, probably the paint I'm going to shoot the engine bay with. Over here is my small sheet metal brake, and just trying to get everything put in a good location where I can work on it. I've been getting rid of a bunch of stuff. You can actually kind of see the wall over here finally. Got a couple more things I got to hang up, hung up some bicycles and got them out of the way. That transmission is for sale. We're gonna get rid of the Allison. I'm not gonna spend the $5 grand to try to use this thing. It's just not worth it to me. By the time I'm done, this thing could be like $8 grand to put in the truck, and I just don't think it's worth my time. Plus I have to cut the floorboard out to make it, fit in the truck. It's kind of a high transmission, and I don't really feel like cutting the floor out, losing any space in the floor. We finally got the Cummins over here on the engine stand. So that's all mounted up. I've been doing just kind of some basic maintenance on it and checking some stuff out. I was checking how the dowel pin on these was, because everybody talks about the Cummins after this, the dowel pin falls out into the timing gears and destroys the timing gears. This one's kind of a different setup. I'm gonna hammer a little notch in that to hold it in there, but they don't actually make like a killer dowel pin cover for this. So I'm just gonna try to do what I can just to make sure that doesn't ever come out of there. And then, new gaskets and stuff, so none of this leaks. We're probably just gonna try to stab this engine in there the way it is, get all the lines run, figure out where everything's gonna go, and then we'll worry about coming back and cleaning it up later. Still have this transmission on the floor over here. Haven't heard good things about this transmission. This transmission did come with the engine. I don't know if it's original to the engine or original to the truck. Apparently it's the RE46. So it's pretty much the weakest one they did. Everybody says you want the RE47. or the RE46 that was meant for the diesels supposedly has a cutout here so you can run a bigger converter on them, and this one doesn't have the cutout. This one honestly looks more like a gas engine transmission. It will work, and I'll probably put it in the truck with this, but I think later on I'm either going to do a 4L80E conversion, or we'll try to find an RE47, or possibly even do a manual conversion to like a NV5600 6-speed manual. Not sure what route I want to go yet. I just have to kind of decide how much work I want to put into it, or how much money I want to put into it, and figure out where we're going to go from there. You can see I finally got all my little nuts and bolts hung back up that fell over and were dumped all over the floor. English wheel I think is going to go to storage. Engine stand, I'm giving that away to my friend. He needs a smaller engine stand. I don't need this one. I'm now that I have the big engine stand, that's useless to me. But this English wheel does not get used very often. I don't have a lot of things in mind that I need it for this project, so I think this is probably going to go ahead and just go into storage for now. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, if you look around, you can see a lot more floor than you used to. I definitely still have some stuff I need to clean up, but it's way better. There's light at the end of the tunnel at this point. I just need to get a couple more brackets to hang some more things and just move a couple more things out of the way. And the truck, you know, you've seen how the dually fits in here, where I have to put it up over this floor notch and have the front end of the truck up here. So anytime I work on the truck, I need to get in front of the truck. We'll have to push the truck out and halfway into the driveway. That way we can get the engine stand around in front of it. What I'm gonna do is I think we're gonna go ahead, pull the whole front clip off the truck, the core support, fenders, hood, all of that stuff. That way we can easily get the engine in and out and run all the piping and stuff and figure out how we want the engine in there. And then I'll come back and I'll put all that stuff on there. Still not sure what I'm going to do about the intercooler situation, the radiator situation, the transcooler situation, any of that stuff. I do have a Duramax LBZ radiator and intercooler. I'm just not sure if I want to use them because they're gigantic and it's going to take a lot of cutting versus just doing some kind of custom application. Building my own intercooler maybe. I'm a terrible TIG welder, but I have some friends that can do some TIG welding. I don't know, we just need to figure out, I guess, what direction we're going to go on that. With the auto world conversion setup on this engine, supposedly this will fit in my truck and still allow me to use a mechanical fan. I was going to use electric fans. I prefer saving the space, but sometimes the electric fans with the diesel applications, especially with towing, just don't hold up unless you have a massive aluminum radiator to kind of counter you know, what you're losing off not running a mechanical fan. So I'm not sure about what direction I'm going with that yet. Mostly I just wanted to make this video to update y'all where I've been for the last 4 weeks, and even probably for another week or 2 weeks. Once I get back from the vacation, I'm gonna finish up this stuff in the garage. We're gonna get everything transferred over to storage and bring the truck home and hopefully get this engine in the truck, and that way we can start, you know, just figuring out what I need to order, what I'm gonna need for this build, what conversion stuff I'm gonna need to do, and we'll get it knocked out, and hopefully we'll have this thing running by, I was really shooting for Lone Star Throwdown in February. I don't know if that's gonna happen due to how late into January I'm already getting, or I will be getting by the time I get the truck home. But maybe by March we could have this thing running and driving, I think. But let's just see what happens. I also found my my chest brace for the GoPro. I have a nasty tendency of just setting my camera down when I'm focused on working something and then not turning it back on or using it. I have this chest set up where I can use both my hands to do the work that I need to do, but still where y'all will be able to see what I'm doing as far as all the conversion parts. So we're gonna probably try that out. That way you can actually see firsthand what I'm doing as far as the conversion stuff goes, and hopefully that will help a little bit. Hopefully this video isn't too blurry. I just noticed there's like a thumbprint right on the lens of this camera. But But yeah, that's the update. Appreciate y'all guys hanging in there. We're up to 67 subscribers. I know that doesn't sound a lot, but 67 people remotely interested in my build at all to me is an impressive number, and I really appreciate you guys. So like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and hopefully this coming January, some big things are gonna happen and we're gonna see this truck finally come together. So I appreciate y'all guys watching.